In this video, I'm going to share some strategies that can help you deal with trauma because we're all going to go through it at some point in our lives, and having the right things in mind can help us really be able to handle it much better. When it comes to trauma, there's a few things that can help you. One thing I have in mind is finding people that are also facing something similar. Because oftentimes, like when we're going through something that is very tough, we kind of isolate and then we feel like it's only happening to us. When we surround ourselves by people that are also going through the same thing, they can share strategies with you that they have used, and maybe they could help you overcome your trauma much sooner. It'll also help you feel connected too, because now you're not just going to be alone thinking about this in your head. Like, you have a group of people where you can relate what is going through your mind with. So finding the right people, whether that's on groups, on Facebook, like they're pretty popular. A lot of you watching are probably going to be on Instagram, and I'm sure there's pages too where they create accounts for people that are maybe going through depression or have all these different disorders. And if you follow those accounts, they would probably post a lot of things that could aid you and a lot of those other things. Another thing that can really help you when you're going through trauma is really trying to cultivate a routine. Because when you're going through a routine, like, it will give you a sense of normalcy. Because when you're going through trauma, if you're just kind of staying in bed all day, not really going out to see people, like not taking care of your health, it's gonna make the experience a lot worse. But if you have that routine, like you have something to look forward to, and that will help you feel much more motivated, because our minds, they're really built on routine. And once you get something going subconsciously, it takes up less space in your mind, first of all. And it can also help you just feel more centered in your life, and that should help you with the trauma as well. Another thing that you should really try and keep in mind is when you're going through trauma, you really don't want to make like huge life changes, because there's a lot of emotions going through your head, and oftentimes when that is happening and you make decisions, usually they're not the best for your health. We see this a lot in couples, they'll start a fight, and then everyone's emotions will get very, very high, and they'll say some things, and then later they'll realize that they did not mean what they actually said. And that's really the same with your emotions, when you're going through trauma. If they're that high, you might say things to people that you really did not mean. You might go driving and you'll be like less focused. So like if you were to do like a 3-hour trip, that might not be good, especially if you're going through some real stuff. So you should really take the time to just be sure that you are taking action to do things in life, but nothing too drastic. You should get help if you realize it's been 6 weeks, or research has shown like 3, 4, I've seen 6. So like, I'd go 6. So like after 6 weeks, if you're still like facing that trauma, you really want to try and get some professional help, because at that point, you really just need that outside source, because they'll have a lot of information that can hopefully pull you out of the cycle you're in. Because there's a lot of great things that you can do to try and help yourself, like meditation, exercise, proper sleep. And if that's not working, you're really going to need that professional to really help diagnose what is the root of the problem. Another thing that is very, very huge when it comes to trauma is we often focus on the wrong thing. Usually people are told to just speak about it and that will help you heal. There's been just many articles and videos on YouTube that just shows that's really not as effective, because usually when you're going through trauma, a lot of it is in the nervous system. So you really want to start there. And what psychologists and clinicians have really pushed is for humans to try and use maybe meditation, exercise to calm the nervous system down, because as that is happening, your mind will also kind of slow down, and it'll be much easier to help kind of reprogram your mind. I've made a lot of videos on meditation, I will link one to this video and you can watch it, and then it'll just give you some insight in how to actually meditate. And the exercise too. When you work out, the endorphins will be going through your body, extra blood flow. That will also help calm your nervous system down. And once you have those things in line, it should really help you deal with the trauma. This was the end of the video, and I really hope some of the information I shared can help you guys deal with trauma, because a lot of us are going through it and some of us are still in the middle of it, and it's just not good. So I hope these strategies can help you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.